Perform your final checks, Driftlights. I'll be starting very shortly. Reports in, Driftlights. Katya here. And finally, welcome back to Super Robot Wars Y. It has been an age. Now, since I last played this, another fucking DLC dropped. Now, we have a few things we need to talk about here. First up is this mission, Omen. Now, I do have my list up, just like last time, so I can at least tell you what stuff is to do with what. So, let's at least take a look at that first, shall we? So, what's worth mentioning is this mission here is Omen. Just like before, this is another mission that gives us a chance to experience some characters before we have the ability to get them. In order to do these, in order to get them, we need to beat this mission, which will allow us to get some new characters. Specifically, in order to do those, what we need to do is beat Omen, and then we can actually get our hands on some of the other stuff. Specifically, actually, one of them requires us to beat the next story mission, so... And I put this off for a while. I don't really know anything about Malice in the Shadows, so... Okay, that gets us the thing. This gets us some stuff. And remember that we can... nothing is missed if we don't do this. But generally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get certain stuff done. So, let's finally continue the game with Aliens Adrift. A Advent, Residential Quarter. Hey, mister, is the A Advent going into space? No need for the mister. Just call me Baku. Okay, Baku, is the A Advent going into space? Well, right now it's headed to Panama, so space will probably come after that. Huh? I don't really get it. How should I explain this? Travel between Earth and space is regulated. We can't just go to space whenever we want. Panama is where they keep track of who comes and goes. We can go up after we get permission from them. Hey, Fred, how come you're so nice to her, huh? Because you look like trash, I'm guessing. Shut it, Takuma. You're not much better. I bet space will look amazing through the A Advent's dome. It ain't all pretty scenery up there, though. You mean that talk about alien attacks in the Earth sphere? Hey, no need to worry. That's what Driftlights is there for. Anyone who wants to mess with the A Advent will have to get through us. You all can just sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll be fine, trust me. We can speak for the folks on the A Advent at least. What's wrong, little lady? Still a little bit scared? I think she's scared of me. Don't worry, I'll leave. Damn! You got caught off guard! That's right. Then afraid of. Earth and space might go to war again. Humans can't stop from fighting among themselves. How foolish. Hold on, Kamui. I don't think humanity is that dumb. The Revolutionary War opened a lot of people's eyes. I doubt they're in any hurry to get back to violence. I find that hard to believe, but I hope you're right. Kamui kind of has a point, though, if you think about it, because, like, art history isn't exactly much fucking better outside of fiction. In a span of like a couple of years, we had two different major fucking wars. For reference, it's worth mentioning that World War II was about 20 years after World War One. Now I don't know when the Revolutionary War in this game happened. Probably has something in the index for me, but I can't access that right now. So yeah, it tracks honestly. And more wars been started over less. Case in point, the war against the emus. That was a confusing one. Now don't you worry, little lady. If anyone tries to start a war, we'll beat the heck out of him and make him stop. Thanks. Yeah, I don't really usually read female characters, so I just read them in my normal voice, so just ignore them. Wait, Gary, that was a Conway, right? Wipe that smirk off your face before I wipe it off for you. Hi, Mari. Of course they are. We're the ones keeping them safe. I have to admit it, it's not too bad being counted on. Sure ain't. We're not gonna let them down either. In fact, we'll keep everyone out there safe. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. Oh, is that Etchika over there? Hey, over here, Etchika. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm afraid I can't do all that much as your representative, though. Ever a walk? Something like that. Oh, I better be on my way. Take care. Uh, Shiranotosa floodgates. Mean to me. Sounds like the AI Advent is heading in space once they finish up the paperwork. Yeah. It'll be my first time in space. Mine too. Do your family have stuff they still wanted to do on Earth? Is that why they didn't join the super long-range immigration fleet? The fuck you what? I don't actually know. Why is that not here? Why can't I learn about that? What about you? You interested in space immigration? I don't know that either. I just want to stay here. Here, as in on the AI Advent. Yeah. You remember I told you that my sister died when I was in elementary school? Yeah. She was in the choir at school, but she died right before a big recital 5 years ago. We normally didn't do much together. We barely even talked, considering we were siblings. But then, for some reason, she invited me to her very first recital. I still can't figure it out. Why did she do that? Me? I've been looking into some things since then. Things about your sister? Yeah, that's why I'm at this floodgate, where my sister died. I'll help. Yumogi. If you want me to, I mean. Thanks. Yeah. Uh, okay, I can't watch this any longer. Why are you here? Listen up, Yamogi. This rate's gonna get dark and light again before you make any progress. What, does your strategy need the sun to set first? Is there a problem with taking my time here? Yeah, mate. I don't know what you were talking about, but if you're looking for something I can lend a hand, I'm good with this sort of thing. No, that's fine. I like this myself. Almost time for the meeting. Motherfucker, I could have said, hey, we're all going in the same direction. Let's get together. Hope you appreciate my consideration. Anyway, would you like to come out now, miss, now that the me eavesdropping on the team drama show's over? Hi, Mina. I am a ninja, after all. You know, walking in the shadows, knowing if people are listening in, you know, that kind of shit. So let me guess. Seeing Yamogi hard at work, lit a fire on you and your counter reserves are getting me out, right? You wish. Yeah, no, I fucking don't. Okay, obviously not the type to go along with a joke. A lot like Echika. You mean your boss? Real firebrand too, this one. No, but seriously, what's this about? I've got a meeting to get to, so let's cut to the chase. 31st, the 31st Autonomous Corps. That's the squad you and the old man were in. Want every little detail you've gathered about them as a covert operative. Please. I don't think I've got the information you're hoping to hear. A Advent. Briefing room. Everyone, I have an announcement to make. The A Advent has just received permission from the NLN to travel to space. That will stand indefinitely as long as we remain in compliance with the NLN Charter. That was quick. We have Secretary General Aid to thank for that. He vouched fervently for the positives that the A Advent could bring to their efforts. Oh, I've heard of him. He's the former president of the New Earth Federation, right? Please let me read some of this stuff. So he became head of the NLN afterwards. That makes sense. The fuck is the NLN? Why is this not in the glossary for me to read? Oh, nice. You're like a walking dictionary. Encyclopedia, you mean? It wouldn't hurt to watch the news every now and then, Goma. Advent has gained some freedom of movement within the Earth sphere. Therefore, before we move into space, I'd like everyone to be aware of how things currently stand here. Miss Echika has graciously given me the honor of presenting that information to you. Heck yeah! Special lesson from Miss Anita. I really don't need that kind of reaction. First of all, the Revolutionary Wars finale marked the curtain closing on the conflict between Space Noids and Earthlings. Now, with the dissolution of the New Earth Federation, the nations have their sovereignty once more. As a result, the colony nations now have complete autonomy. So basically, the biggest reason the Earth and space had to fight went away, right? Meaning space is at peace. I wish. Hi, Shin, I forgot you were here. Is it bad I kind of forgot that I recruited Shin? Imagine recruiting a motherfucker and forgetting you recruited them. Humans may have stopped fighting each other, but there is conflict coming from the outside. After the Revolutionary War, a defeat at the Battle of Ceres allowed the Wulgaru to invade the Earth sphere. Can I read about that? Thank you. Wulgaru. Mysterious aliens calling themselves the United Pangalactic Empire Wulgaru. After making contact with mankind in the Jupiter sphere, the Wulgaru began skirmishing with humans. Everything about them is shrouded in mystery. Their true forms, the extent of their military capacity, and even their objectives for their invasion. Translation, we know dick all. Revolutionary War. A war that broke out in I'm going to assume it's either Neo or New Universal Century 058. Several conflicts arose at the same time between various factions. Between Earth Noids living on Earth and the Space Noids who immigrated to space, the Naturals and the Coordinators, the old authorities and new powers. These hostilities escalated into the biggest conflict since the New Galactic War. At the same time, visitors from another world called Bison Well caused more warfare. The Dark Gundam went berserk, and Dr. Hell enacted his wide-scale terrorism activities. For a while, the very existence of mankind was called into question. During the brutal warfare, the leaders of each faction, Yamatov Hayam, Optimus Scirocco, Gilbert Dillendal, Haman Khan, Miliardo Peacecraft, Charles Z. Britannia, Schneisel El Britannia, and Tres Kushranada all fell. Ultimately, this left Lelouch v. Britannia in control of Earth and Shah Aznable in control of space. With one final conflict between the two approaching, Emperor Lelouch was assassinated in full view of the public, bringing the war to an end. It is said that this end came about not through the deaths of the leaders who desired war, but rather through the people, who had witnessed horrible tragedies and had thrown away their hatred out of a desire for peace. With the mindset of the people having changed so drastically, the string of conflicts came to be known as the Revolutionary War. As the New Earth Federation was formed, the world entered a new chapter. Those mysterious aliens attacking us in space. Our first contact with the Walgara was 8 years ago. We still don't know a thing about them. In fact, I should say first conflict. Instead, they rejected every attempt at communication. I wish they at least understood our language, like Campbellians. They understood us, but they sure as heck weren't listening. With the New Earth Federation dissolved, each colony has been trying to fend off the Walgaro invasion individually. That they are succeeding is largely thanks to Neo Zeon. They're taking the lead in all the colonies' defense efforts. Shah Aznable's Neo Zeon teamed up with Chairman Dullendal and fought against Earth during the Revolutionary War. While the other Spacenoid factions like Zaft, Axis, and White Fang suffered heavy casualties. Neo Zeon, under Shah Aznable, managed to finish the war with most of its forces intact. A clash was expected between the Earth under Emperor Lelouch and Neo Zeon, but with Lelouch's assassination and the shift in public support after the Revolutionary War, humanity managed to avoid that conflict. That said, there are plenty of people who believe the current peace to be the calm before the storm, which means the possibility of another war between the Earth and space. Again, can't wait. Humanity isn't that stupid. Yes, the fuck we are. I want to know where you're getting all this cope. Like, we are that fucking, well, humans, not exactly me, energy construct. But yeah, no, humans are that fucking dumb. Not like the same shit happens in human history because no one ever pays attention and learns the fucking lessons. Give me a sec. I'm back. There's that the polished glasses I couldn't fucking say. We'll have to ascertain that for ourselves. Agreed, Echika. Fair enough. Not like we can avoid seeing how things are going once we're up in space. Yeah, and if we're not careful, we might get dragged into said war ourselves. Mysterious aliens and the threat of war. I guess Seed isn't just the sea of black and twinkling stars it looks like from down there. In addition to all of that, the colonies are also dealing with Valax attacks. We still don't know who those guys are or what they're after. Whoever they are, they've targeted the A Advent on a number of occasions. So presumably, we can expect them to pay a visit once the A Advent is up in space. Huh? Going on? This is not the new Fortnite update. Though, frankly, this game has about as much crossovers. Enemies. Report from Monitoring Division. Dimensional boundary distortion in the area rapidly increasing. What? So, space-time is twisting? Are the insectos coming? Is my Lunadrache ready to deploy? Aliens Adrift. Chapter 2, Mission 2. Thank you. Glad we actually hit 100. Didn't expect to hit 100 subs at all, frankly. But hey, I'll take every victory I can get. Oh, right, I get to talk about this. So there's a secret about this mission. So Super Robot Wars Y actually has some things you can achieve without realizing it. This is one of them. Where are we? I was just fighting the Drake army over the Pacific. The Goron and Gagarin went down, and Rimmel and Lausa didn't make it. Oh, right! Euro Road opened right after that. Marvel. Where are Marvel and EA and the others? Chum, is that you? Hey, you're not Daba. What are you saying, Chum? Who's Chum? My name is Lilith Fall. You're a different Ferrario? What's a Ferrario? I'm a Morale. Please have definitions for this shit. Oh, right, let's actually go over these new characters. Joe, from Aura Battler Dunbean. The Japanese pilot of the Dunbean and Bilbine, 18 years old. He was an aspiring motocross rider but became the Dunbean's pilot after being summoned to Bison Well by the Eferorio Silky Mao. Caught up in his new situation, he was initially Drake's ally, but switched to the anti-Drake force after meeting Marvel and starting to think on his own. His high aura power proved valuable, and he immediately became the core of the anti-Drake forces, gaining the trust of his new allies as a battler. He himself is embarrassed being treated as such, but gradually accepts his role as the battle progresses, embracing his role as a battler and Nie's right-hand man. His father is a management consultant, while his mother is an education critic. When he first returned to Upper Earth and reunited with his parents, they were unable to accept that he was still alive, and they parted ways. After that, Joe threw away all his attachments to Upper Earth, making a place for himself in Bison Well. Eventually, Aura Machines and the war in Bison Well spread to Upper Earth. Joe went berserk in order to stop everything. Lilith's Fall, from Heavy Metal Elgime. A survivor of the Morale, one of Pentagona's indigenous peoples. After Daba rescued her from a circus, Lilith joins his crew. Though unwilling to open up to humans, she grew more comfortable around them in time, eventually forming an emotional bond with Daba and the others. The Morale were pacifists at heart, but the human world seemed to rub off on Lilith, who often found herself shocked at her willingness to see foes driven before the team. A skilled cook and seamstress, Lilith had an extensive wardrobe of her own creation, and sometimes appeared in pajamas or a black sneaking suit. Her Laputan size and ability to fly made her indispensable for recon and infiltration assignments, and she always tagged along with Daba in the cockpit of his heavy metal. Gorion and Gagaring. Two Aura battle slips from Bison. Popcorn right there. Aura battleships from Bison Well. The Goron, who knows? One of the main forces of the anti-Drake faction was captained by El Hun, granddaughter of Foizen Go. King of the Land of Rao, the Gagaring was the warship of King Bishop Hatta. King of the Land of Ku, who had formed a military alliance with Drake. During the decisive battle that took place over the Pacific Ocean, the Goron rammed the Gagaring in a suicide strike, causing both ships to disappear from the face of Upper Earth. If I pronounced any of them wrong, I'm probably going to get called out on it during the editing. But there are ferries outside of Bison Well? Bison Well? Do you at least know of it? No, but I feel like I've heard that name before. Then you were probably in a previous Super Robot Wars game. Maybe. And this is Chum. Huh. Do you hear what I said? I'm Chum How, a Miferario from Bison Well. But you look just like Lilith to me. Do you seriously don't know anything about Pentagona World? That's right. Though, I feel like I've heard that name before at least. But forget that, we should be looking for a show. I just know you got sent it when I did. What do you expect from me? I'm not even sure what's going on. Aren't you an Upper Arthur? A what? Oh, That's a person who lives on the surface of a planet called Earth. Earth? Wait, you mean we're not on Pentagona world? I know what that is, but I assume not. Did that weird light that swallowed me up do this? What's the matter? Sorry, chum. Looks like I'm nowhere near strong enough to help you. What? Huh? Is the Aura Road opening again? I know this feeling. That whenever I got pulled into is appearing again. I recognize this feeling. I figured it was the Aura Road opening, but maybe I was wrong. At least the Dunbean is here. What happened to Marvel? Joe. Don't worry, Lilith. Let's focus on what we can do for now. I get that you and I came from different worlds, but I'm just glad we can understand each other. Actually, a good point. This is kind of impressive that these people who have never met are able to communicate this well. It's just like Bison and Will in Upper Earth. We're speaking our own language, we understand each other thanks to telepathy. Show, something's coming from over there. Stop shouting in my ear. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry too. I just snapped out of habit. Trim sounds like a very lively girl. You look identical, but you're much more well-mannered than her. Really? I'd love to meet her. And I hope we find this Daba guy of yours too. Something's coming, Shaw. What are those? You don't know either? I don't remember them when I was on Upper Earth a year ago. What I do know is that they're enemies. We have to fall back. They're coming from behind, Show. They've got us trapped. Look, it's the Dunbean. Marvel must be here. Something you know, chum? Yeah, let's go to Daba. Hurry, hurry. I'm going, so stop shouting in my ear. Calling that Mac. Come in, pilot. I've got one chum how in here with me. Daba. Lilith, is that you in there? Huh? Sounds like we got our partners swapped. Get in, Lilith. Heading over, chum. I'm glad you're safe, Lilith. Here, chum, everything is fine now. Except that it looks like these guys aren't planning on letting us leave. Who are they? I know, but they're clearly enemies. In that case, I'll take point. I'm Shozama. Thanks for taking care of Chum. Daba my road. Likewise, I'm thankful Lilith is safe. We went over those two, so let's at least show the same sentiment. Chum Hao, from a battle at Dunbean. They meet Ferrario in service of House Given. Initially serving Nia Given, she viewed Sho, who was at Drake's side, as an enemy. Through working with Sho, she comes to treat him as a valuable partner. She fights alongside Sho in battle, conducts reconnaissance, and disrupts the enemy. Besides that, she excels in doing housework. The battle uniform she wears is handmade. That's a uniform. Oh. Okay, it confused me for a sec, because I didn't realize this is basically just a fucking plug suit. Like, I had to fucking give the outfit a fucking second look to, like, realize, wait a fucking second, those are leggings. Look, I'm smarter than Mikan, but the gap is not as big as people think it is. Daba My Road, from heavy metal Elgheim. Elgheim's headliner, its pilot. A young man from the planet Combe. Daba ventured forth from his hometown alongside his friend Mirawu Kao to enlist in Poseidon's regular army. Don't be deceived by his gentle facial features. Daba has a fiercely stubborn side to him, with a tendency to stop listening once he gets going. Nonetheless, his honesty, kindness, and powerful sense of determination were a magnet for trustworthy allies. He's also infamous as a magnet for the opposite sex, but typically refused to express his feelings in return, saying that he had no right to determine the outcome of someone else's life, a policy which tended to inspire jealousy. Dava's adventures, beginning with a simple task to deliver a 1 million Gene credit chip, eventually led him to join the rebels. As a rebel, he fought against Poseidon's standing army in the handmade A-class heavy metal Elgheim, a memento of his father. This guy sounds kind of fucking based, actually. It's like, no, I don't want a relationship. That would have an effect on your life, and I don't have the right to do that. This guy might actually be very fucking based. I think we should get out of this mess fast. Would you give me a hand? Roger that. I'll follow your lead. Daba, go. Kick their butts, you two. Stop shouting in my ear. Alright, so let's go over this real quick, because I need to talk about this. So, what we need to do is we need to get these two to have a combined score of 50 or more. Let's see. Based on the stuff I heard over the comm, we're on Upper Earth. It's been a year since we last fought Drake. What am I doing here? I know. Should prioritize making it out alive and worry about the rest later. Feel my aura power! Nice try! Huh. Sorry, did I go too fast? Not my fucking problem. Damn, okay. Just to be safe, I'm going to persist. So this is a completely different stance from Pentagonal Worlds. What was I brought here? Don't worry, Lilith. No matter where we are, survival is our first priority. I can worry about that stuff after we're safe. I've got a bad habit of standing out. You just gotta do it. A hand launcher. Great. We threw him off. Enemy phase. Again, the Insecta just choosing to try and attack. Couldn't shake him. You really shouldn't have gotten in a way. Prepare to duel. It's not dead, but it's close. Ow. You're persistent. I'll create an opening. You're gonna get hit unless you move. There they are. Activate persist. Good, I didn't get hit. Get in the pocket and open a way forward. God, these things are annoying. Might be because I don't have my actual characters yet. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Intuition! You won't touch me. If you want to fight, I'll bring it. You're too sloppy. These things are a pain. You got careless. Nice try, though. Yeah. Damn insects. Player phase. That's Virus. The Drake army is here too. Must be showing that Dunbean. Hard. Is that you, Tuggins? No way. Todd died when he lost the show. Will you shut up about me losing? I don't know how or why, but I'm alive. I know as I woke up my Virus back on up Earth again. I don't get so bent up about it. That show. I've got no other reason to pick a fight with you now. In fact, you look like you're having some trouble. Want me to lend you a hand? I'd appreciate it. Let's put on shows, comrades. Maybe. Their relationship seems a lot more complicated to me, though. Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, you there in the white unit. I've never seen a machine like yours before, but I'm trusting you with my back. Same here. Seems nice enough at least. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I was lucky enough to get another chance at life. I'm living it to the fullest, so don't get in my way. What I need is... you know, to not get fucking killed. Let's go. I won't go easy on you. Or a slash. You're mine. Boom. Todd in the Virus. Bullseye. After the hell I've been through, a lot of things are crystal clear now. Bring it. I gotta survive to enjoy this new life I was given. You want a beating that bad? Coming right up. Here comes the pain. God, this guy's in soft for ball. You suck. This guy's never heard of the first rule of fighting games. Out here, it's kill or be killed. Thus, hold on tight. Yeah, critical was just... that was evil. That was an evil fucking crit there, bud. You didn't need it. But it does also make you a very fucking natural fit around here. And he can still move. Not what I meant to do. Gilda Elgheim. Whoop. As long as I grasp the flow of aura, you won't be able to hit me. I'm still in this. Here goes. I won't lose in a contest of power. Aura slash! Joe, level 8. Chum, level 8. I see. We are not making good decisions today. Ah, get out of here. Ah, Aura slash! Damn it, couldn't get an evil crit again. You know, you're the fucking shit at hitting me. You know that, right? Ah! Ow. I forgot about talk shit, get hit. Worth trying at least. Here we go. This calls for brute force. Ah! I know. It's an enemy, right? I won't lose in a contest of power. Or a slash! You, get the fuck out of this. I do not need you here. What does it do again? Who cares? It dies. Ah, your persistence. We're not about to let you get away with this. Prepare to duel. It's over. Nice work, Show. You were amazing too, Daba. Hey, don't I get in on the bill? Wait, something else is coming. It's a giant battleship. It came after Insector. Found us some even rarer bugs. Those are aura battlers. The machines from another world that appeared during the Beinstein World campaign. And all the aura machines suddenly vanished from the surface in the later part of the Revolutionary War. These must be survivors from back then. Either that or some new ones just popped up on this side. That white one, meanwhile, isn't in the database at all. That purple aura battler is the Dunbean, who fought against the Drake army. What's that? Personal forces of a man named Drake Luft. He came to Bison Well and allied with Britannia to take over the surface. This group from Bineston Well and the Black Knights fought against them together. So we can trust the new guys, what you're saying. Maybe. I don't know if it's that simple. Huh? Detecting multiple units approaching the area. I'm seeing unknown units mixed with a squad of aura battlers. What? They've got heavy metals. Those machines look like the dumb bean. That's the Org out in front. Nemoha must have come here too. That's the Elgheim, which means you must be died by my road. Gable. To think we'd cross paths in this strange new world. This must have been ordained by fate itself. Let us duel. Hold up, Gable. Do you have any idea what's going on here? Oh, seems you've only just been sent to this planet. Sent? So you felt it too. The postal forces have already begun their conquest of this world. How about it, Dabamaro? Now will be a better time than ever to join us. The Musan rebels have fallen. You're surrounded on all sides by the unknown. Surely you realize how hopeless this is for you. I'll give you this one chance to come to our side. Join us and serve the Emperor. I don't care where I am or how few stand with me. I refuse to side with those who rob others of their freedom, their will to live. I'll never serve Poseidon. Then you can fall, together with that ship. They're attacking us. They've locked onto us, Miss Etchicum. I recommend we scramble drift lights. Hang on, we can't leave into a conflict we know as little about. Not sure we're gonna get a choice. Stop this, nay, this isn't Pentagonal world. Can't just start meaningless fights here. Meaningless? I suppose it'd be tragic to die in ignorance. Very well. I'll explain. If only out of pity. We, the postal forces, have joined with our comrades from the Bineston Well to make this Earth our own. What? Horror machines from Bison Well going to fight in Upper Earth again? I won't let that happen. Todd, Daba, we can't let these guys get away with this. I'm with you on that. Todd. Sorry, show. I'm heading on over to that side. Todd. You lied. I said you wouldn't fight show anymore. Well, things changed. As soon as that ship showed up, I realized the fires of war are going to engulf the Earth again. So this time, I'm gonna do what I can to claw my way to the top. That means Todd Geens, Battler of the Kingdom of Ku, is joining their side. Fucking Benedict Donald. Todd Geens. Fancy meeting you here, Black Knights. I guess fate really just wants to arrange us like this, huh, show? Todd. All units, fire at will. This operation has a time limit of 5 minutes. Show us your stuff, Black Knights. I won't disappoint you. Damn it. Joe, we need to regroup. But I'll handle this myself. Come in. Pilot to the Dunbean in the white formation. I request you join up with that formation. Much we do, Shaw. We don't really have a choice. Attention, drift lights. The enemy is targeting the A advent. We'll respond with whatever force is necessary to defend ourselves. Got it. That's our only option if they're picking a fight. Whoever's in the Dunbean, are you up for this? Gonna have to be. Daba. All we can do right now is fight. That's the only way to keep Pentagonal World's conflict from spreading to this planet. Not what I wanted to do at all. Upper Earth weapons are slipshod things. You're mine. Maybe I should consider the worst case scenario here. We're not about to roll over and give up. Here we go. This calls for brute force. Ah! Well, there's that. Thank you. I needed the health. Dunbine, you won't get away with this forever. I'll crush you in one blow. No, the fuck you won't. How can you be so mercenary? Will this work? Don't get cocky. Too much wasted movements. Let me show you how a drumloaf fights. It's time for you to fall. Yeah, so, fuck you. Brute force. Perish. Ah! And that was a crit. Fucking weakling. Lewis and Daba hit level 9. Nice. Haha, no. Because if this fucks up, they die. This is the day I'll have your head, Shozama. This is Pharrell. You won't get away, Black Knight. Stop, Sho. You can't fight hatred with more hatred. I know. But more people die unless he's at the picture. Your power will be but a stepping stone for my ultimate victory. Can you withstand the Black Knight's blade? I know. What are you doing, Todd? Thought we'd be fighting together this time. Sorry, Sho. I don't really know how to explain it myself. But I can hear someone. Someone telling me I need to be stronger. To keep fighting. I need to be right back.
Alright, welcome back. I had to have a quick snack because I have not eaten in like, I want to say about maybe 6 hours. I mean, what? No, I have definitely been taking care of myself. Definitely. So you're who I have to fight. Also, I can become stronger than I was before. I'm ending this now, show. Here comes the pain. You can keep up with me? Play a face. Uh, take. A bit further forward. You two fuckers, get on board. I will stall like a motherfucker. Considering it is currently the best I can do. Mm. Okay, so luckily I checked how score works. I am allowed to kill them. As fast as you are, you won't shake me. Like a storm. As long as they get a certain amount of total kills between them, which is 50. Basically, that's what the score is. I need them to have a combined score of 50. Hey, look, one of them's about to get another kill. Prepare yourself. Great, we threw him off. If that thing's like a heavy metal, I know just how to fight it. Yelgheim has more than enough muscle for this. Let's go. Yep. I don't think you're forgetting any. I don't think you're going to be remembering anything. You know, a dead body doesn't have memory. All we know is these unknown forces teaming up with Bisonwell forces that they've got the A Advent nest sites. Is this ship going to be the cause of a new conflict? That made us rock a bit. We'll be in trouble if they manage to close in with that speed. Lock on the target. Then let's give him my best shot. Linked energy cannons. This is the A Advent's power. Yeah, it really isn't. Mina level 6. But we have the A Advent guaranteed to hit. State data on the indicated enemy. I'll deal with it quick. Deploying some anti-air. I've got no time to waste on you. Who the fuck are you? Bring down one of their aces to make a fine feather in my cap. Pathetic. Right 10 steps ahead of whatever you're thinking. You're vulnerable when you retreat, buddy. Dance of Blades. Check this out. Huh. Final stance. Damn, a crit didn't even kill. What are my supposed allies even doing? Clearly not fucking helping you. You really want to play this game? Preparing to attack. Going in hot. You are not. Not in a million years, friend. I'll strike just as you back off. Ninja Art, Yoshinbu! Strike to open. Huh. And one to finish! You're strong, I'll grant you that. What are you, a fucking genie? Just gonna, you know, defend. The AI event is not looking too good. And Nina allowed to get the ever-loving fuck out of there. So, hey motherfuckers, you wanna see what happens when you get my goddamn way? You're just a drumlo, so the Lunadrache's fast enough to keep up with anyone. Ninja Art, Yojimbu! Strike to open. And one to finish! And I'll always be guided by my convictions. Can you withstand the Black Knight's blade? This is actually concerning now. The Earth isn't your playground to mess up. Quantity's a quality all its own. Take this! Ah, critical. Perfect. Oh, this is worrying me. I need to recover, but I literally don't have the shit to fully recover. Let's see, what can I do here? I need to get them off the Lunadrache. And Tenraiken's my best shot. Let's go. Well, you're real good, and this should be fun. The lightning of heaven. This'll end you. Now you're gone. Roar! Thunder! Yes. My first 3 moves were faint. I'll eliminate anyone who gets in the way of my duel with Zama. But that man's scary. I know. That's his hatred. The fighting will never stop. We leave me here alone. We have to stop him. I have to put my strength to the test. I have you now. Judge. Stop right there. Impressive. Jabba got headliner. And this is the beginning of a whole new battle for me, Zama. I won't yield until you've paid for the humiliation I've suffered at your hand. Yeah. The aura of his hatred infects everything around him and makes the fighting spread. Not to mention Ellie. But let him go on like this, something like that might happen again. Intuition! Look, Shaw. That machine over there is old Golden. It must be their commander. It should end if we take them down. I can tell you know your way around a battle, but you won't take me down so easily. Or a slash. Why, you? Made of tougher stuff than that, I'm afraid. You honestly don't think you can take me, do you? Die. I know. Enemy phase. Are you fucking kidding me? Could you just piss off? is an A-class heavy metal. Be careful. Let's give him our best shot. Not gonna do much, but I'm more worried about the fact that I'm on a time limit. I'm ending this now, show. You're going down hard. Lights out for you. Tell me you hot. Player phase. Ugh. Please report this engagement to the NLN. Another heavy metal is approaching. Huh? That's Yelgine. That you piling it, Daba? Yeah, what's that heavy metal you're in? This is the stack. Possible forces nabbed me, so I nabbed one of their new models. I slipped out when Gable and the others launched, but I didn't think I'd run to you right away. I mean, you know, he's alright. He's a friend. That ship over there is saying they'll take us in. What do you think, Daba? Yeah, let's go. You sure? Not like there's any better options. Oh, I just had to survive. Fancy seeing you here. I thought we'd seen the last of each other. You, me, Sho, we're all bound to end up fighting like this, I guess. Fate's got a sick sense of humor. I'll sever those bonds with my own hand. Sorry, but that honor's going to me. Very well, Todkins. You also know the bitter taste of defeat at his hands. I will not stand by your side, but neither will I stand in your way. Guess you and I are just fellow losers. But just you wait. I'm gonna make my way to the top. I'm not wasting this life. So the two of you are acquainted? You're the commander of the Possible Forces? Quite the look you've got going on. Does everyone dress like that in Pentagonal World or whatever it's called? I would watch myself if I were you. Antagonizing us would hardly behoove anyone. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? My name is Gavlet Gable. See that you remember it. It's the name of the future ruler of this planet, after all. You've got a lot of nerve saying that right to an Earthling's face. You're certainly rambunctious for a stray. I'll need to remind you by whose grace you now stand here. Leave it, Gable. That spirit will serve us well in the battles to come. I'm gonna make one thing clear. I don't consider myself your underling. Very well. And we and those of Bisonwell have already agreed to form an equal alliance. An alliance? Who exactly did you make that with? Our master has also joined us on Upper Earth. Say what? You did well, Nay Mohan. Lord Postel is correct to place his trust in the Extra 13. Seems you fell short of your objective, however. Alden Apostle of Pentagona World and Drake Luft of Bison Well. Now that these two have sworn an alliance, the curtain has risen on a new stage for this planet. This conflict has just begun. I expect great things from you all. Advent. Hang on. So this Pentagona world exists in a completely different star system. Yeah, my friends and I are from there. We got sent here somehow. I did a search using the Nung's database, but I can't find any matching star systems with humanoid inhabitants. I guess that means there's no way for us to get back. Fortunately, yes, at least for the time being. I'm very sorry we can't help you. That must be why Apostle decided to just take this planet over. Wonder how many people got sent here from Pentagona. People and heavy metals, I mean. It was enough to surprise seeing people from Bison Well pop up again. Now I've got people from another star system in the mix. Chup, do you know anything about what sent you and the others from Bison Well here? Well, I think the Aura Road opened back up when I was fighting the Drake army over the Pacific. Then you all vanished from Uproth, yes? I remember anything after that. Next thing I knew, I was back up here in a year gone by. I see. It's all a big mystery. Not a fan of mysteries. Most important thing is that it did happen. We can figure the rest out later. Yeah, you're right. The problem here is the folks from Bison Well and Pentagona World are teaming up to start a whole new war. These are the information division's images of Bison Wall's forces. That's the Will Whips. It means Drake is up here too. I've heard of him. Drake Loft, an ambitious man who spread war across Bison Well. Sounds a lot like what Older Persidal, the leader of the force we ran in today, did on Pentagonal World. Yo, my comrades and I all fought against Persidal's rule. From how things are playing out, I think it's fair to assume he's here too. Probably. A couple of power-hungry madmen like them, meat and world dominations could be next on their list. We want them up here. We should get back into the basement and stop bothering us. That's not how it works. Bison Well and Upper Earth are closely linked. Linked? What's that got to do with anything? A Queen Glida, Queen Ciela Laplana, explained it. Basically, wars in Upper Earth influenced Bison Well and vice versa. This war from here caused fighting to spread across Bison Well, which led the aura machines being sent here, which then aggravated the wars on Upper Earth even further. So if we don't cut off the root, this cycle of fighting continued in both places. That's why he took down Drake and got rid of all the aura machines, so he could bring peace back to Bison Well. Now, war's brewing all over again. So, after he disappeared, humanity brought its fighting to an end. Countless lives were lost in the process, but the Earth finally cast off its chains of hatred. That's how the war ended. That's why I believe we can escape the vortex of conflict that consumes Upper Earth and Bison Well. Thank you for the reassurance, Representative Echika. I think I can see some sort of light now. Hey, Darby, do you think Pentagon is caught up in that cycle too? What makes you think that? Possible and this Drake person met, just like you and Sho did. Don't think that's just coincidence. If there's something to that, I want to do my part to stop this whole mess at its root. Whoa, hold on a sec. Worry about getting food and our bellies and a roof over our head first. No need to worry. Yeah, we can offer you both of those. Wait, really? On this giant battleship? The Advent isn't actually a battleship. It's a mobile city-state. In other words, it functions as its own independent nation. We're traveling the world to try and improve it in any little way we can. Yeah, though we do keep running into creeps who shoot at us wherever we go. Like those guys from Pentagona. They aimed at the A Advent for no reason. Maybe they got information about the A Advent from somewhere and wanted to add it to their forces. Wait, never mind that. You think you'll take us in? In a sense, but more than that, I'm asking you to lend your strength to the A Advent. Tell us what you want specifically. From the sound of it, the people from Pentagon and Bison Well arrive here at slightly different times. If you come with us, we may run into others from your world. Okay, deal. I look forward to fighting under you, Representative Echika. Darby, are you really okay to signing up just like that? Positive. We throw in with these guys, that means we get caught up in a fight that has nothing to do with us. That fight will have everything to do with us if we join this nation. There's your backwards logic again. Every time you pull that crap, I end up hurting. You got a loof cow? I mean, well, no need to work, yeah. They're not bad people. Besides, we can't do this alone. We're gonna need comrades to take on Possidle. I think this will be the perfect opportunity. The A Advent will give us exactly that. You're gonna keep gunning Possidle, huh? That's the plan. Yeah, man, okay, whatever. Seems it's what I signed up for when I joined the Rebels. I guess I can lend you guys my skills as a mechanic. We appreciate your assistance, Cap. I'll start with a stack I took from the Possidle forces. You actually use that heavy metal. Not the way it is now. Grabbed a buster launcher to go with it, but that busted too. My mechanic's intuition is telling me I can turn that broken mess into something incredible, though. So, what will you and Chum do? Well, what's the matter, Sho? This all seems simple to me. I guess we're working with you now, Representative Echika. In return, we'll lend you whatever support we can for finding your allies. Looks like we'll be hanging out together. Yeah, this is great. Matching Chum and Lilith dolls. What's that? Well, it was a stall of Chum a little while ago that sold like crazy. Echika, we could revive the trend. Make a Lilith doll to go with that one. That could be a good revenue source for the A Advent. Wait, what? Don't whine, Chum. We gotta help out the A Advent however we can. This is one hell of a break, Miss Echika. The A Advent's gonna be rolling in cash thanks to you two. Why is that? You wish to rule, revel with the fairies. What? It's an old saying where I'm from on Pentagona World. Lucky us, we got two fairies here with us. We'll be ruling in no time. Oh, really? Okay, you convinced me. I guess I don't mind. You are so easily bought. It's kind of hilarious. Me neither. I mean, at least, like, your outfit kind of makes sense for a plushie. That's settled. Let's work together as we continue the A Advent's journey. From here on, our range of movement extends out into space. We're almost definitely gonna get caught in more fighting, huh?
That's what drift lads are here for. You gotta be ready to come with whoever comes at us.
Various space-based groups sent invitations to the A Advent, including one from popcorn right there, including one from Supreme. My brain is dead. You tell. Including one from Supreme Commander Char Aznavour of Neo Zeon. And the Red Comet himself? Damn, our little Advent's moving up in the world. We're about to have a lot on our plate, huh?
At least we'll have plenty to do.
To all our new comrades, welcome aboard. I'm glad we bumped into some trustworthy faces.
Yeah, same.
We'll definitely find Marvel noodles too. I hope you're right about that. I can tell these are good people, but I can't shake the strange feeling. Something feels different about the whole world's mood. Something that wasn't there half a year ago. I wonder if that's what's putting me on edge.
And that's Aliens Adrift, everyone. Joe joined as assist crew. Mission results.
I got a Proud Ace program. Hey, we got a little bit more XP for some of our assist characters. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna fucking save. So, well, let's see our suspense skit for the stream. Hey, kinda, we're not pilots. Is there anything else for us to even do here in Super Robot Wars? Oh, you betcha. With the recently added support system, we can provide support for all our allies across the battlefield.
Oh wow, then I better do my best.
Those who don't work don't eat jellyfish.
What?
I can't just sit silent and watch.
I'm getting fired up.
Oh, Fred, you really are on fire. Keep the energy and use it to liven up our live shows. Here we go. It's showtime. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. I have been the Drifter, Isaac Archer, and the